It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Thank you very much, Ilan. You were talking about how far technology may go, but it has indeed come a long way, where the accidental discovery of something called sildenafil, or as we better know it, Viagra, has changed the lives of many men all across the world. But unfortunately, the increasing demand for erectile dysfunction drugs across the world has also resulted in an illegal black market that's emerged. In fact, in the past year, SARS confiscated some 207,882 pills that have a market value of about 21 million rand. So the problem is becoming ever more increasingly, I think, dangerous, even because there are certain health risks that go with this. And now, to give us a bit more insight on this topic, we've got Tumi Motsei, the cardiovascular product manager and spokesperson of Pharma Dynamics, joining us this morning. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you, Katleo.
So let's first start talking about the fact that when it comes to erectile dysfunction, how many men suffer from it in South Africa, and who is most at risk?
In South Africa, the incidence is about 4 men. 4 in every 10 men over the age of 40 are suffering from erectile dysfunction. Who is most at risk is men with lifestyle diseases such as your obese men, men with metabolic syndrome. Smoking is a risk factor that can really increase the incidence of smoking.
Wow.
Excessive alcohol intake. Those are some of the risk factors that are associated with ED.
And when we come to talking about the black market that is growing at an intense rate by the sounds of it, how big is it right now?
It's really big. I think it's estimated worldwide. It's estimated about 8 to 15% of drugs that are being sold are illegal drugs. And as you rightfully said, over 200,000 tablets have been confiscated in South Africa. I mean, we cannot know the exact magnitude of the market because it is illegal. However, as far as possible, the South African police, as well as SARS, are clamping down on this.
Yeah. So, as a spokesperson for Pharma Dynamics, which is a trusted name in generic ED drugs, what procedures should actually be followed to bring the legal drugs into South Africa so that they are, they're processed correctly?
Okay. The legal way of bringing drugs into South Africa, first of all, is that the Medical Controls Council, better known as the MCC, has to register the drug. So what they do is that they review clinical data to show safety, the effectiveness of the drug, and the quality of the drug. Once they have approved these drugs, then you can legally, as a pharmaceutical company, bring them into South Africa and sell them via legitimate pharmacies.
So as a consumer, is there a way that I can tell the real from the fake?
Not really, because I think the legal drugs are made so closely to resemble the registered products. So it's not easy to tell really unless the drug is actually tested.
But let's talk about the real health risks that are connected to using artificial or counterfeit ED drugs that might actually help deter people from wanting to use them.
I think the real risks associated is that, first of all, if you're getting an illegal drug, you haven't seen your doctor. So they have not recommended that you take that drug. You may be on other medications that may interact with the erectile dysfunction drug, such as things like nitrates. If combined with an erectile dysfunction drug, it can be fatal. They're not supposed to be taken together. Other risks as well is the fact that you don't really know what is in the pill. There may be illegal substances or substances that should not be in drugs included in your illegal drugs.
Wow, so I guess the problem is far worse than just, I think, managing a black market that might be existent out there. It's about managing your own health risks as well.
Correct.
Okay, fantastic. So thank you so much for joining us this morning. And we are going to be continuing our chat with Dr. Darren Green after the break. In fact, our lines are open, 083-913-3728. If you are suffering from erectile dysfunction or know someone who is suffering from it, please call us and ask your questions that we'll have the doctor answer right after the break. Stay tuned.